Hello everyone. So this is a typical day off for me from my hectic academic life. However, I can't step away from my responsibilities even on my days off. So I filmed this after the first half of the day as I had a different agenda for the second half of my day. On days like these, I make two to-do lists to remind myself of what needs to be done. I think it's okay to divide the day into two halves and prioritize tasks accordingly. So, if you are like me and don't have the same motivation throughout the day, this method is very useful for achieving your goals. You can have a general goal for the day and then divide it into parts. For each part, create a to do list and tackle your task. Most importantly, don't worry about what the world demands from you. Focus on what you can do and act accordingly. In these days, I've been working on a new project which is a research area I'm really interested in. So, I decided to read 5 articles related to the area during the latter part of the day. So, reading articles is one of the most interesting things for me, but I get exhausted reading these soft copies. So, I'm listening to them while reading and writing down important points. This way, I can remember most of the information and it improves my attention and concentration abilities. Most of the time, I see this as a form of meditation where I don't think about anything else and just focus on the task at hand. If you are struggling to start meditation, you can try activities like these and then work on improving your meditation practices. So then I had some self care time for myself and then I returned to my work. Reading is, as I said before, a very interesting thing and it allows us to open ourselves to the world around us. It makes us think that people all around the world are searching and producing things about the areas we are also interested in. It helps us identify the gaps if we read thoroughly and we can address those gaps with our work. The articles that I'm reading these days are related to emotional intelligence and some other topics. Emotional intelligence has been really interesting to me since I was an undergraduate. I had already written a research project proposal related to this area during my undergrad time, but I couldn't pursue it then. Anyway, it's a very important area in which we need to improve ourselves because people who are not emotionally intelligent can harm others' emotions. And for me also, I need to improve myself in this area. I'm really interested in this area because these are not the kind of things that are very static like our personality, where we can make changes if we like. So then I went outside since it is rambutan season and I picked the last rambutan from the tree by climbing my choti rambutan tree. So that's the last rambutan for this season and its taste was amazing. I had this sad feeling of it being the last one. And then I saw some nice small flowers outside and grabbed some to make a nice flower vase. Then I had some chit chats with the sky, my beloved, and went on a little tour. After that, I had my favorite thing on my to do list, which is reading my book. Currently, I'm reading The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell, and it's basically about how little things can make a big difference. I got this book from the university library, and I've been reading it for 2 weeks now. By reading this book, I'm realizing that the things around us are so much interesting, and sometimes I feel like we are manipulated by other people's personalities and tactics. Anyway, this book talks about the word of mouth epidemic, connectors, and Marvins, and so on. So, the reading books while having a very nice cup of tea is one of the best things I'm giving myself. I'm happy to say that I can make very nice teas, and I'm really proud of that because I can make myself happy with that, and also it reduces constipation. Evening skies are one of the nicest things to stare at, especially with lots of trees around my little house. It has a very different vibe when it's evening. So during my time at Gaul, I have experienced very nice evening skies. After all, I had to complete my task for the day, reading 20 pages from the tipping point. So I'm completing that at my desk. I just realized that I need some organization for my reading articles by sorting them into different years, so then it will be helpful for my reading. After this, I had some other readings, and then I had to prepare a lecture note for the undergraduates on the module of critical care. And then I went to bed as I had to go to work the next day.